Yeah. Okay. And we gather and wait for Thibault. Let's see. I want to make sure that. Thibault, ça va bien?
Yeah, sorry. Hi, Chris. How's it
It's all
going?
right. It's good to see you. Are you in a forest in the Ardennes?
It could be, yeah, sort of.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's the immersive forest. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah, exactly.
very impressionistic, and that seems to be a window, so it's even more,
It's
trippy. I like it.
it's like my magical portal right
I was going to
here.
say, I
No
like
need for
that.
3D.
Yeah, it works for me. This is great. We are going to wait another minute because, as we always do,
Of
there are
course.
stragglers, and the universe isn't perfect. But good to have you, and I've enabled sharing.
Yeah, you know
Yep.
what? Actually, I was trying. I may have a bit of a problem because I was trying to connect through the Zoom application, desktop
Hmm.
app, in order to share a video, and I don't know why. For some reason, I can't because it was asking me for a secret code when I try to log into the app.
I
And so right
don't.
now I'm on
Okay.
my
Okay.
Chrome, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to share
If you
the
want to
video.
send something to me that I could share for you,
That'd actually be
uh,
great. Can
that
I
that
send you a video?
yeah, yeah, send me a video,
I'm gonna do that really
um,
quick.
and
Okay,
then we'll see how she goes.
sure.
So
Okay,
yeah, are you
just give
sending
me
me a
one sec.
link, Thibault? Are you sending me a link or a
I'm
file?
going to, yeah, I'm gonna send you a file because if we want to share that,
Hmm.
at least we're not
Yeah.
gonna have any lag.
Okay,
So just give me like 30
that's
seconds
fine.
and
We will
and you
we
should
will
get it.
talk among ourselves here
Perfect. Thanks so
as the
much.
uh, as the band starts showing up. A few more bots, a few more humans. So I wait for the day when it'll all be bots and all the questions will be from bots. And then they'll get into arguments with each other in different languages, which will have to be simultaneously localized. And then images will be flying back and forth, some of them Gen AI created. And anyway, you can see where this goes. I think it's pretty hilarious. Um, let's see. I'm waiting. Did you send this by email or by?
I'm actually uploading it on a drive, and I'm gonna
Okay,
send you
it's all
the
right.
the drive link. Yeah, I'm so sorry
It's all
about
good.
that. I don't know why my desktop
Let
app
me
is not
let me
working.
also say that if it wants the code,
If you have a code,
yeah.
that'd be great.
Let me see. Interessant. Let's see. Where would it be? Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see. Let's see. This is today's. I don't know if a meeting ID is good enough. Is that what they want? Or the
No, because
functional
it,
Chris,
code?
since Mathieu is already online, he has the meeting ID. And we are online as well, and
Right.
I didn't see any password code request,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there
I think you're right.
shouldn't be
So,
a
so
problem.
let me see. Let me see. It might have been in the calendar invite. Let me check. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. There it is. I'm going to put it in le chat now. Well, that's the cat. Hold on. Here we go. I don't know. Comment on dit chat en français?
Yeah, it's shot.
Is chat? Okay. Uh, 105293. Try that. That was in the
Okay,
calendar invite. And
Right,
Renata
okay.
gets extra points, by the way. You get an extra baguette today, Renata, because you are so on the ball. I said meeting ID, knowing that that was probably a stupid thing to say. So,
Anytime.
yeah.
Baguettes,
Yeah, come
real
on.
French baguettes.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Not
Yes, yes.
Panera.
Fantastic.
We're talking about your boulangerie,
Awesome. Yeah.
the real deal. So, Mathieu has entered the waiting room. That's your
All right.
doppelganger.
Yeah. So
right?
I'm gonna disconnect from the other one and join
Okay.
you in just a few seconds.
Okay, that's cool. So don't be afraid, people. Thibault has gone away. He will come back. So in another guise.
And
so
I'm back.
Hey, you look better. Amazing.
I do.
Yeah, I think your camera's better. No, I'm just fucking with it. Yeah. So there we go. Okay, so hopefully that will enable sharing from your side. But once again, if you need me to share, happy to do so. And
No, that's gonna work.
yeah,
That's
let me
gonna
just.
work.
Okay, that's cool. I did get your.
Yeah, actually, so you don't need that.
Yeah, it's fine. I have it anyway. It's cool. Great. So, bear with me a second here. And I apologize to everyone on the call here because you've waited patiently. And hopefully that's enabled, my vamping has enabled us to get an even bigger room, which I think it has. So we will start. We will start at 2:08. A tad late, but come on. It's not every day you get to meet someone like Thibault Mathieu from Wilkins Avenue AR. I had the great pleasure of experiencing out there, which you're going to hear and see, and hopefully soon you'll experience yourselves, at South by Southwest in March. I was pretty blown away for a number of reasons, one of which is the use of original music and the ability to really kind of customize your experience a bit. It is a fun and deeply moving experience. And I have to say that in what was a pretty amazing AR. Actually, I take that back. Did we meet at AWE? I think that's where we met.
It was at
Right.
AWE,
Right.
yeah.
So
In June.
Forget what I said. In Long Beach in June, and there was a great experience area there, and Wilkins Avenue AR really sort of took the cake. So just a tremendous thing, and now this is out, I believe now, right? Correct?
Yep.
So on Apple Vision Pro and Quest, and we'll get into more details in a second. So shame on me for giving credit to South by. It was AWE in Long Beach, but all the way from Paris, I'm going to hand it over to Thibault Mathieu. You have the floor, Thibault, and once again, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much, Chris. Thanks for the invite. Thanks. Hi, everyone. Sorry for the little mix-up here at the beginning. But yeah, it's great to be here. And yes, we actually met at AWE back in June, where we actually showcased sort of a preview of what is now live on the stores. And that's what we're gonna talk about. So I'm just gonna quickly tell you about the experience. I prepared some slides and a quick video to show you, and then I'm more than happy to open it up to questions and answer as best as I can. Out there, it's actually the world's first musical created for spatial computing, XR, mixed reality, augmented reality. You call it whatever you want. Real world metaverse, which is what I used to say last year before the whole metaverse hype went down. But basically, that's what we do at Wilkins Avenue AR. Just a quick word about our studio. Our job is to create experiences that blend the physical world with the digital world. We try to be experts at creating 3D content that will overlay on top of the real world to enchant it, to make it better, to make it more fun, more immersive, more social, more musical in that instance. so in the team, we all come from an entertainment background. Thomas, our lead 3D director, is actually one of the creators of the Minions movies. And yeah, so that's basically what we do. Coming from an entertainment background, we actually started getting approached, and having doing this for a long time. I've been in immersive since 2014, and so at the sort of early days of the new new trend of VR, when Oculus was acquired by Facebook at the time. So I've seen the ups and downs of the industry, and I actually started Wilkins Avenue AR when I first tried the Magic Leap headset, and I sort of really fell in love with spatial computing, with the opportunities that would open in terms of, again, like transforming our reality to tell stories that happen in your living room, in your office, in your bedroom. And so yeah, as we started doing that for entertainment, and I'm gonna go deeper into that, we also started getting approached by big brands, and mainly actually in the luxury and beauty industry, because they also need new ways to tell their stories, their brand storytelling, using these new technologies. And so that's really what we try to do for them. And again, coming from an entertainment background, for all the team, we all come from either feature film animation, video game, and having tried, the first generations of spatial computing headsets like the Magic Leap, that's actually when we realized again how powerful it was emotionally to bring magic into your reality, bringing something that does not exist in your reality, in your real world, changing the whole thing, because basically it breaks the barriers between the user and the digital content that we provide to them. And so that's it, and that's also actually, I think, why a lot of brands are interested in that, because it's obviously very different than showcasing something on a 2D screen. But in terms of, again, creating stories, and I know you guys know that as much as I do, it's really, really powerful. And so what we did with Wilkins, with out there, is actually we created a first version of this as a location-based augmented reality experience. So the early days, the first version of Out There was introduced at Comic-Con Paris a few years ago, again on Magic Leap 1. And so basically it was just a full location-based AR experience. So you would enter a room, a physical room, which was basically the Liv's room. So Liv is our little character here. The story basically of Out There is, we have this little girl who's been trapped in a room her whole life. The only thing she wants is to escape. She wants to get out there, and she's surrounded by all these ancient family portraits that are hanging on the walls, all around her. So you have her uncle, her grandparents, cousins, and also her mom, and basically all the portraits are starting, bursting into songs and coming to life, and telling her, you cannot go there. You're too weak. You cannot escape. And the only portrait that basically empowers her is her mom, who tells her, you can actually go out there. And so that's basically the whole story. The mom is played by Vanessa Williams. And so we first introduced that at Comic-Con in Paris, and back in the day, that became not only the first musical created for spatial computing, but also the biggest location-based AR experience in the world. In a physical, dedicated room, because Comic-Con was 70,000 people over 3 days. So in terms of user throughput, it was, and I think it's still today the biggest. And now that the new generation of augmented reality headsets has come out, the Meta Quest 3 and obviously the Apple Vision Pro, we took it, we completely basically reimagined it really for this new generation of AR headsets, and we basically presented it last week to the world. And I must say that the reviews we got, I'm still shocked, are overwhelming and super positive, and so we're super happy to have created this experience. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share a quick video just to show you what it is. So bear with me just one sec. Just need to go in.
Matthew, remember when you share, check the box that says share sound. So
Sure.
yeah, just little details.
Of course. Yeah, that's a good point. There you go.
What's it like to be a crow? A hummingbird, a sparrow, out there, out there. Beyond the raging wild, there's magic and harmony, there's violin and cello.
All right, and that's did everybody see the video okay?
Fantastique.
Okay, great.
Yes, it's great.
Let
Yeah,
me
just
just
really great.
Thanks so much. So just to all right, just one sec. All right, now to maybe dive a bit deeper into what it is and how we made it before we open it to questions. Again, I think this experience is pretty unique in two ways, I would say. The first one is because again, it's really the first musical created specifically for the Apple Vision Pro and the Quest and spatial computing in general. So it really leverages, as you said, Chris, original music, but also spatial audio. So if you move around the room in a random way, you're going to be able to basically create your own music mix. It's not just spatial audio, meaning if you get closer to the characters, meaning the paintings or Liv, the little girl, you're going to hear them better, as if you were like in the middle of a Broadway musical. But it's also we call that differentiated spatial audio, meaning like the objects that are emitting sound, if you look at them and if you're close to them, we made a script so that let's say you're looking at the gramophone in the room, you're going to hear a different version of the song, an old, ancient creaking version of the song. There's a music box. If you look at the music box and are close to it, you're going to hear a music box version of the song. So I think it's pretty fun to create your own music mix. And the second thing that's I think is pretty unique with that experience is the fact that it's really a blend of 3D and 2D animations. So we really tried, to go for like the traditional Disney style 2D animation. And for that, we actually partnered with Camille Raveau, who's a great 2D artist. And she basically created all the 2D paintings, animated them, made them basically come to life. And for the music, we wanted to work with the best, so we partnered with Pollen Music Group. And here you can see Alexis Harte, who's my co-producer, who also composed the music with Rachel Garlin. And Pollen is actually the former sound studio of Google Spotlight Stories at the time. And it's been really a pleasure to work with them. And also in terms of 3D animation, as I said, Thomas, our lead 3D director, is one of the creators of the Minions. So we really try to have something pretty, that's looking pretty premium, just like when we work with, these big luxury brands. And yeah, so that's basically the experience. We're really fortunate to, make it come to life. This is completely like auto-produced, auto-financed. We did it just ourselves, and I'm super thrilled with the results that we got and the feedback. Now, something else I want to say is the fact that, as I said, we basically imagined this experience for both the Apple Vision Pro and the Meta Quest 3. And if you actually have both headsets, I would really encourage you to try it on both headsets, because basically these are two completely different experiences. As you probably know, the Meta Quest 3 is much more made for movement rather than the Apple Vision Pro, which is a bit, I think, more static. When you move in the Vision Pro, the content becomes transparent until you stabilize. The Vision Pro is really made for you to move around. That's why there's also a lot of fitness apps on the Quest. And so when you are on the Quest version of that experience, you are actually in the center of the room. So we're able to map your physical walls and place all the paintings all around you. And you're really able to play, with that spatial audio I just described. So it's, I think, a bit more immersive. And when you're on the Apple Vision Pro, and that's what I love, you are a spectator. So you have your wall that opens, just like in the Encounter Dinosaurs experience that some of you probably saw. Your wall opens to a magical portal, and you have these 3 elements coming at you, which is a bit different in terms of approach. And yeah, so we really wanted to try and do something that feels really native to both devices and platforms. And as I said, like, we're super happy, and the reviews keep coming. So I would love for you guys to try it and send me your feedback. And we would also love to take questions if you have some.
This is stunning. I had such a good time with this experience, as I mentioned, and particularly the fact that when you're in Liv's world and you're looking at the paintings and you're getting the whole feel, you really do, you really understand in a very empathic way what she's going through. You really feel, I mean, it's a very different sort of piece of storytelling. And I loved what you did with the music mix. So I have, a question I have to ask, because I don't think I heard the answer, certainly in Long Beach. How did Vanessa Williams come to be involved in this? And what was her experience like as well? Because she, it's just just gorgeous. The sound, and by the way, kudos as well on the spatial audio, which we'll talk about a little bit more. But talk about the Vanessa Williams collaboration.
Sure. Well, so it was really by luck. And when we started that, we were a very small studio. I had really just launched the company. I happen to know the screenwriter of Out There is actually good friends with Vanessa, and we knew, that bringing an A-list talent like her, and also she's super talented. I mean, I love her. She's been great to work with. She's been super open. She has a great voice. She's also an actress, which is why I think it's great. It's perfect for this kind of experience. she also brings obviously her notoriety to the experience, which is also why Magically really supported us when we started this experience. So that's really through Richard Schenkman, who's the screenwriter of that experience, and she's
Well,
been
no
really a pleasure
slouch,
to work with.
no slouch there. So kudos, and that's another story. How you connected with her? I mean, she's such a big name, you know.
Yeah, but I think if you approach people with a cool concept, something that has never been done before, basically they're gonna be willing to work on something, and she basically did it for almost no money. And I love working with these people. This is a passion project, it's for free on the source. And everybody has put so much passion in this, and I think you can really feel that in the final result.
It really it's I mean it's tremendous work. I mean I love Vanessa Williams. I saw her in Into the Woods, back in like 2002 on Broadway. She's just amazing. Let's get to some other questions before I come back and talk about spatial audio. Craig Storm asks how much work was involved in developing the two different experiences, which of course we were talking about here for Quest 3 and Apple Vision Pro, and of course. I mean, Apple Vision Pro, you may have been among, I'm guessing, some of the first developers in Paris to have that, because you guys got it later than we did, but of course you probably had your channel. So talk about Apple Vision Pro first, because I'm keen there, and then also why. I mean, from a consumer's point of view, I could certainly say why from market side, but I think it's super cool. So.
Yeah, yes, for the Apple Vision Pro, we actually got it right when it was launched in the US. We through some contacts, and I go to the US pretty often. So yeah, we were actually the first ones, the first French studio to actually do big showcases in France, which is why we actually we also developed quite a few since the beginning of the year experiences for big brands. Like we have a really cool Cartier experience coming soon on the Apple Vision Pro, which is going to be released in China. We are developing right now an Apple Vision Pro experience for Clarins. We did one for other big brands like Lancôme. So we got it pretty early. And to go back to Craig's questions, I think basically developing on the Vision Pro and the Quest it has nothing to do. So it's basically starting from scratch, basically. Developing on the Apple Vision Pro has been a challenge. A lot of studios are used to working with Unity, so it's pretty easy to deploy on Quest, and you can make things you have much more control in terms of how the final result will render on the Quest. And the Apple Vision Pro is way more limiting, and a lot of our work for that experience has been sort of going around all the technical limitations of the Apple Vision Pro. You cannot do like bloom effect on the yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You look like you're working. Oh my God, honey. I didn't go to bed till 1:30.
I think Harry is taking a call.
So we're gonna have
Harry, do you want to mute yourself? Yeah, sure. Perfect. Chris, you're mute.
Yeah, I laser beamed him. Don't worry.
Okay.
I sent him to an outer galaxy. So you were saying, yep.
So yeah, the Vision Pro is really tricky if you want to create beautiful premium like Pixar-like experiences. It's a bit difficult to do it on the Vision Pro. I think now, especially with that project and all the other one we did, we started deploying a good workflow into producing these sort of really premium, again, Pixar-like experiences for the Vision Pro, but it's taking some time. So yeah, I would say it took us maybe like 4 months to develop the experience on the Apple Vision Pro, and maybe like about 3 months on the Quest.
Yeah, I mean, It's really I did the Quest experience, and I look forward to doing it again. You know, in my own home studio. I've been a tad busy since I got your email. Thank you. But I think that what's interesting about this is that you know, as this kind of experience really and what you've done from a producerial point of view, I think is going to lead the way to you know, more sort of multi-device, multimodal kinds of experiences, and I can even see how you might blend that with mobile. But there are other questions here, and thank you for that question, Craig. Rachel Myatt asks, how long is the overall experience? Good question. And was there a specific inspiration for the story of Out There, which, and again, you had Rachel Sheinkin, so maybe you know that inspiration. But those are two really good questions. So.
I'm sorry, what was the first one again?
How long is the
Oh
overall
yeah, so
outdoor
it's
experience?
so the outdoor experience is pretty short, and actually a lot of the feedback we got was that it's too short. It's great, but it's short. So it's like 6 minutes altogether.
I felt that it was longer. Maybe it's just because I'm a pain in the neck and you know, I go into every little minute detail.
Yeah, you know, then you can take the time to explore if you want, but like really, if you take the intro, so we basically have 2 songs. So maybe it's a lot more like 6-7 minutes. We have 2 original songs, an intro sort of backstory song, and then the actual Out There song. So it's pretty short, and we cannot wait, you know, to do longer experiences. And actually, we're working on something that, you know, I can tell you more about in a few months. That's going to be amazing. And yeah, and so in terms of also the inspiration for the story, well, so basically that was my twisted mind that produced that idea. You know, it was really about when the experience first came out, I had just became a dad, and yeah, that probably, you know, played a role in that whole story. So I did not actually, you know, write the whole story. The original idea, you know, was my idea, you know, to create a musical experience with this sort of concept, and then you know, we worked with Richard Shankman to create the actual scenario.
Yeah, which is great. I met her years ago. I was at the workshop production of 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Nice.
A friend of Billy Finn. So you've got really, I mean, you've got, you know, some serious Broadway talent here. And you've really teased us on what's coming in a few months. So we may have to have you back, of course. But one more question here before I get to one other question, and then we'll wrap it up. Renata, thank you again. Did you consider haptic experiences as the characters interact with, or you know, as Liv interacts with the family members in the picture, sort of like bot avatars, which is a great question and a great idea. Was that even a consideration? Or?
When you mean haptic, you mean like with
Yeah, meaning it might have been something that you could do through a controller. It might have been something that's triggered, that's sensory, or some sort of audio trigger.
Well, so on the Apple Vision Pro, there's no trigger. So there's no controller. So the only controllers are your hands. So obviously we have hand tracking. You can grab some elements. You can interact with them. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of like over interactive experiences. I love contemplative experiences. You know, when I'm at the movies, I love just sitting back with my popcorn and just watching something. I'm not a big video game fan. And that's kind of what we try to do. You know, you are a spectator, a viewer of that story, but your presence is acknowledged, basically. Again, like Encounter Dinosaurs, which I think is the best experience on the Apple Vision Pro. The dinosaur, you know, comes out of the of the portal, out of the screen, and basically tries to bite you. So your presence is not necessary to the unfolding of the story, but your presence is acknowledged. And that's, I think, what we're going to go for in all our future experiences, where you basically just consume the content, and you have little reminders here and there that you're also part of that story, but it's not necessary for that. And yeah, so in terms of haptic, we do not have any kind of physical haptic feedback except, again, the sound. So it's really an experience that's completely designed for spatial sound and spatial audio. So I would say the interactivity is mainly through the way you get closer to the elements and plays with sound.
Yeah, super cool. And yeah, I mean, it just stunning work. Bravo on every side, and congrats on this being available now. So please go out, people, and play with this. And Thibault, if you could put your email as well in the chat, if you don't mind. So if people have further questions. And I saw that Meshuggah Lad gave you a great review, so that just should make your day. Somebody, I just saw somebody Meshuggah Lad. I just
Oh, cool.
Funny. Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know. But yeah, if you could put that, and then you know, again, I thought this was such a cool experience, and I was very grateful for your note as well. And so I'm sort of vamping because I'm looking for something else that I do have to say before we end. But Michael, I want to bring Michael in here because I think, Michael, we're going to talk about our next presenter, so don't go away, everyone. Do we have someone for the 17th?
We do not have someone confirmed yet, Chris.
Not yet. Okay. But I am going to say that some of us cool kids, this is continuing the French XR theme, are going to Fabien Barati's premiere of Horizon of Khufu on the 22nd at Eclipso here in New York. Some of you may have done that. Michael was doing some work with him. Just stunning work. He had this amazing space on, I think it was like West 53rd and 7th. This is back in 2022. So he's back with the Khufu experience at Eclipso, and some of us cool people will be there on the 22nd, but maybe, I don't know, we could get him on the 17th. We'll see. But who knows? But it might be yet another stunning French producer, because you guys, I'm telling you,
Fabien's
you
great.
just over
I know him.
exceed, and Fabien, you know him, just amazing stuff. So, but we are so thankful that you could do this today. It's a great experience. It's deeply moving. It's touching. The music is incredible, and I hope you win as many awards as you can. And I'm sure you will. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you again. And now that you've teased that something's coming in 4 months, I'll put a ticker in this. So yeah, this is great.
It's probably a bit more than 4 months.
Okay, well,
but
you know, maybe
I'll definitely
by
send you
South
a note.
Maybe by South by.
We'll try.
Again. Yeah. We all try. You succeed. So please give your claps virtually and digitally to Thibault Mathieu from Wilkins Avenue AR. And that's going to wrap up today. But what a great way to start a great month here. And as always, be well, be safe, and be virtual. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.